Okay, welcome to today's video. In this video, I'll be talking about the search help. Remember, in the last video, we looked at views in the ABAP dictionary. So if you don't know how to create the views, the link will be in the description and it will also pop up. Kindly click on the link if you want to know more about views. So in this video, we're looking at the search help. And there are 4 types of search help that you must know in ABAP. And what is search help? What is the search help? So we're looking at definition. Usually in my videos, I give the theory and then we do some practical aspect of it. We look at how these things are done in the SAP system. So the search help is used to display various possible values for an input field based on using shortcut F4. Okay, so for instance, if we go to the ABAP dictionary using transaction code SE11, I've actually used value help several times. Okay, let's go to data type. So this is an example of how to use how the search help is. What is search help? The search help is used to display possible values for a particular field, and this can be created in the SAP system. So for instance, if you see the data type, you can click on F4, or you can click on this button right here. So if you click on F4, you see that selection of input help comes. If you select search for data element, you see data element. And then you can also click F4 again. For instance, let me use F4 here for package. Okay, I created package already. So if you want to know how to create a package, leave a comment in the comment section. So if you click on F4 to help me provide the available packages in the SAP system. So you see that this is my package that I created. So with this value help, I could automatically fill the field with this package, right? So you click on OK, and then we get to see all the data elements that are associated with this package, right? So this is how this search help work, and we have 2 types of search help. We have the elementary search help, and then we have the collective search help. Because when we try to create the search help, so to create the search help, you click on the radio button search help, and then you give it a name. And so in the next screen, let's see ZZ search help _24. If you click on create, it brings up 2 radio buttons. So one is the elementary search help, and the second one is a collective search help. So the elementary search help, this is used for a single search help. We'll look at this. While the collective search help is a combination of elementary search help. Okay, so let's say we want to create a search help. You click on OK, you click on confirm, and then you give a short description. Actually, I have the steps on the slides. If you can see these are the steps on how to create a search help to a field. So for instance, you have a field that you want to attach search help to. So search help will give the user suggestions of possible values that are already available in the system to use. So these are the steps. You go to S11, which is the ABAP dictionary, and then give it a name. You select elementary search help. Okay, so like we said, elementary search help, this is a single search help. If you want to also get the PowerPoint slides that is used in this video, you could leave a comment in the comment section and say send me, and I'll send you the PowerPoint slides. Okay, so now we give it a short description. Let's say test search help. Okay, then you need to fill in this field, the selection method. So the selection method means where will the values be fetched from? Okay, you are going to be projecting the values to the user to input in their fields, right? So where are you getting this value from? Remember, we created a table in the first part of this ABAP dictionary, which is the order header table. So if you have not seen the video, the link will be in the description, and it also pop up on the screen. You can also go and watch that video on how to create the table. And so I'm going to be using that table as a selection method. So I want to create a search help attached to that table. Okay, so we give you the selection method. Let's say the ZZ order header. So here you can also, for instance, I cannot remember the name I used, so I could use the search help to get the value. Click on F4, search for database tables. Yes, then package, because I also use the search help here to get package. Okay, just return 10. So so now you see this is the order header table. You click on this, and then this is my selection method. So the next thing you need to write is the dialog type. So this dialog type means how will the data be displayed. So display values immediately. This dialog depends on set of values, value restriction. So display values immediately means that it will show the user the values. Okay, dialog with value restriction means that before the values are displayed, you get to input some restrictions like a filter to give you the expected values that you want, not all the values available. So while dialog depends on set of values, it's a combination of both display values immediately and dialog with value restriction. Okay, so for the dialog with value restriction, if values are less than 100, it will display immediately. Otherwise, it will display with restrictions. So this is the difference between dialog depends on set of values and dialog with value restriction. Okay, so we can save this. Before we save this, we need to fill in this part of the system. So first, let me open a new window, new graphical user window. So let us look at what is in the table, order header table. Go to ABAP Dictionary, S11. So this is the order header table. Let's display this. So we have order ID, we have order date, we have delivery number, we have payment method, we have total amount, we have currency, and if you look at the records, we have this record stored, right? If the user clicks on the order ID field, there should be some value help. So in that case, we go to the search help parameter. So we go to the search help parameter and then we enter the fields that we want to have a search help attached to. So we want order ID. Let's see if you can use search help here. Yeah, you can use search help here. So you could use F4 and then order ID. We want it to get search help, then order ID. However, on my slide, I have written the explanation here, but you can leave a comment if you want me to do more explanation on this. Click confirm, and then the import parameters means we want to import the values, and then the export parameter, the export button you check, and the import button you also check. The list position, LPOS, and the screen position. So for list position, you want this to be in row 1, so select 1. Screen position, the first screen one, and we can save this, Ctrl S. Then you can also check for syntax. Okay, so do Ctrl F2 and then Ctrl F3 to activate. This is our current search help that we are creating. We're only interested in this, so click confirm or continue. So below here you see that object is activated, and to test this, you click on execute. Execute button is right over here, and ignore this pop-up. Click confirm, and here you can see the order ID is coming. So when the user clicks on the order ID or use F4 help, it brings this data. So if you want to look at what it means for the values to dialog depends on or dialog with value restriction, so let's change this. Ctrl S, save this. Ctrl F2, syntax check, and Ctrl F3 to activate. Then confirm this here, so it's activated. And then if you want to test it, F8 or execute or test. Ignore this. So you see now that there's a restriction, like a filter where you can use to filter out the value suggestions. Okay, so we'll look at these data browser options later on in the ABAP Dictionary playlists. Okay, so this is how to create the search help, and you've created the search help, but there's one thing that needs to be done. You need to attach the search help to the fields of the table. Okay, so these are on the screen, these are the steps to follow to assign the search help that we just created to a field, and if the row that we want to attach to is all the order ID. So we can go to SE11. Like I said, if you need the slides, leave a comment in the comment section. So we can go to SE11, ABAP Dictionary \n, SE11. We go to our table, click on change. So the order ID is here. We select this row. You can see here the search help. So select this button, search help. So it asks you to enter the search help name. Remember we created the search help name. So it was search help underscore 24. You can also use the value help here to be sure. So let's use F4. I know that I created the package. Okay, we can search by package name. So, all right, this was the search help we created. Select this, confirm again. Okay, so the order ID, table name is order header, and then this is the table ID. This is the search parameter. Everything looks correct. Then click on create proposal. It's already created. Then you click on confirm. So if we checked below here, we see that search help interface was applied. So let's save this. Ctrl S for syntax, Ctrl F2, and then activate. Ctrl F3. So we activate this. So below here, it says object has been activated. So that's actually basically how to create the search help in the ABAP dictionary. And so the other way of creating search help is through programming using match code. You use the match code objects to attach a search help. If you want more explanation on this, leave a comment in the comment section. So I try to make this video as brief as possible so that you will get an idea of what is going on. And if you need more explanation, you could leave comment in the comment section. And so, yeah, so anywhere you use the order ID, it will always have a search help attached to it. So if people have order ID and they want to use it in another table and you want to populate the table with order ID, then they get this value help and they get this value help. Okay, so of course we know that there's collective help search as the next one, which is combination of elementary search help. All right, so in our next video, one important aspect of the ABAP dictionary is also the lock object. So in the next video, we'll finalize everything about ABAP dictionary, and I'll also make a compilation of all these short videos into one single video for other persons who wants to have just one single video at a go, and then you are good to do exploit the ABAP dictionary. All right, so if you like the video, if you learned one or two things from this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like this video, and also share to someone who wants to go into ABAP programming. Thank you to my viewers. See you in the next video.